Remember when I said I didn't know how to talk about Fake It Till You Make It? If yes, then thank you for watching multiple episodes. I appreciate it. But whilst that one I struggled to break it down, as the story was maybe a little too simplistic, this one I'm confused and torn by the whole thing. I feel like I have many things to say, but I have no idea how much I liked it. But whatever, let's get into it. We start the episode with the reformed villain of episode types, the cutie map, saying we're in fact having a cutie map episode, with the CMC. Cool beans. When I saw the title, I thought it was going to be about Surfer Boy, so this is a pleasant surprise. Speaking of surprises, this episode is going to take place in the Hippogriff land, Mount Aeris. Cool beans. So they take the train, which surprised me, as being out of Equestria made me think there wouldn't be a direct train line, but I haven't seen the movie, yada yada, so whatever. And then whilst on the train, they explain to people like me who the Hippogriffs are without giving too many details away. I'm actually more hyped for the movie than ever after watching this, so well played guys. But once we reach our final destination, your game isn't so great. So the rest of this episode is spent trying to get Terraria to choose whether he wants to spend most of his time in the mountains or in Equestria? For goodness sake. And it's meant to be painted that these places are both super cool and it must be hard to choose which one you want to live in. But the problem is all the scenes in the mountains seem to suck and all the ones in the sea are pretty fun, so it ends up being a no contest. Everything about this introductory scenes just seemed off. From this awkward quiet bit.
And now,
back to me.
And whilst I'm not one to harp on art design too much, the goal seems to be to make these places seem equal, so that would include all details about it, so I think it's fair game. I'd have to say the upstairs look so much duller than the basement. Maybe it's the colour palette, but again, I don't art, so Even this flight scene just seems so nothing. All the audience are just like, wow, I wish I could do that. But it's also bland and uninteresting and unimpressive looking. I mean, as soon as I typed this, I looked up the Wonderbolt Academy stuff, and that stuff looked way cooler. And then I even checked the 10 seconds flat scene from the first episode, and even that looked more interesting. Despite back then, 90% of the show was shown from one angle. I mean, what are they even doing? Are they fighting? Are they racing? Are they doing a mating ritual? I have no idea! And to top it off, they all seem to scream at Rand, Jesus, why would you do that? Stop now, no! But as soon as we get to a land down under, Scoot seems to fall in love immediately with the place, and seeing her so full of life made me very happy. And it made a lot of sense too, as it felt more natural. All Scoot's ever wanted to do was fly, and this is like flying through the water. But Sweetie likes singing, so she falls in love with the sounds of the hills and the birds? I don't know, but to me it seemed like a bit of a stretch. In fact, Sweetie Belle was a pain for most of the episode. She was spreading fake news.
Sea monsters. I don't remember any sea monsters.
And judged underwater life negatively almost immediately. Though her disliking the water checked out, so there's a positive, I guess. Look guys, I like Sweetie Belle's, please don't bully me, please. So when we get halfway through the episode and they're deciding which place to live in, it hits me. What in God's name do the Cutie Mark Crusaders have to do with helping someone decide where they live? Their thing is telling people problems applying their skills, not where to skills. But there's still time to get to that later, eh? As right now we have a song, so let's grade it.
I think I feel a song coming on!
Did I like it? Yeah, I think so. Again, I like the Scootaloo/C portion way better than like the Sweetie Belle bit. I guess singing really isn't your talent, is it? Oh, got him! But I think this one will grow on me for sure, so yeah, I like it. As for a purpose, or poor voice, it's a different way of having an argument, so again I pass it. Though watching it for the first time, I generally couldn't tell if arguing was what they're going for from the last line delivery.
That's it, this is the end, don't ever talk to me again.
Am I the only one? So after some amusing jabs through Apple Bloom and a quick realization, the Hippogriffs and, Hippogriffs bump into each other, both sets looking to show Twilight more of their culture. And it's when Skybeak says, "You're looking well," that it dawns on me that this is a divorced parent storyline, and a very subtle way to do it too. With no mention of separation, I completely didn't catch it at first. Speaking of things I didn't notice until editing this video, I was watching this clip and saw how Apple Bloom was just watching, Sweetie Belle was inspired and thinking, and Scootaloo can only watch Terramar's parents talking happily, and focus on her own home troubles. It's all things like this that really impressed me with the show. I mean, that's some real good attention to detail right there. Anyway, back to the video. Also, isn't it lucky that Ocean Flow wants to remain a sea pony, and Sky Beak wants to live on the mountains? It would have been way funny if it was the other way around. Speaking of funny, the fact that these guys care not that Twilight's a princess, but apparently way into teachers.
attention every Griff! Princess Twilight Sparkle is here! She's Silverstream's teacher.
So okay, we're finally here. The final act. This is where we get the payoff we've been looking for the Cunimart Crusaders helping people with blank flanks. Why these younglings of Ponyville have been summoned by the mysterious power... Wait, they just hosted a picnic? What? This is the payoff? They just wanted these three for a dynamic of one picking Sequestria, the other one picking Lanquestria, and the third to smooth things over. I see what you did, writers. Even more confusing is the answer to all his problems being this weirdly out-of-place celebration and to continue doing exactly what he is doing. I mean, I guess it's the right message to tell if the story we are going for is split parents, but that makes all this singing, arguing, and hiding just off screen completely pointless.
He did.
And I'm staying here too.
Well, we made it to the end, and I still have no idea how to score this one. On one hand, the conclusion was part confusing and part pointless, but on the other hand, it was right on the money. I can't mark it decently because I disliked almost all the Wingogriff scenes, but now that I've got this off my chest, I kinda like how bad they are. If there was a way to help me make a decision... I got it! Scoots, pass me that, okay? Pros. Underwater scenes were good. Good message. Pretty good song. Cons. Above water scenes. Character choice didn't suit the plot. Sweetie Pelle in general, that didn't help at all. Squid, 6.5 out of 10. I was never bored throughout, the good stuff was really good, and the bad stuff was very entertaining in a very weird way. Alright, time for the scores on the doors, and I think I'll have to give this one the nod over the Maud Couple. As though I preferred the storytelling and ending in Maud Couple, this one entertained me more, and that's my main priority. Thank you again everyone for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it, then go ahead and don't be afraid to leave your opinion down in the comments. And until next time, adios. Oh god, that was long. So after some amusing jabs flew Apple Broom... Knew I see there.